Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can generate basic reports using Proc Print procedure. So for that, I will show you, the step-by-step process and explain all the points mentioned in this, program. So first of all, I will show you how to write a Proc Print procedure. So for that, you have to use Proc Print, keywords, and then you have to specify your data. I'm using SAS help library and wanted to print the class data sets, and then you have to write run statement to complete this program. So when you will run this program, a simple report will be generated with the name of the variables. And interestingly, you can see that observation information is also included here, like one additional column for observation. So you can modify your print and your report so many ways, and you can select a specific variables, you can select a specific observation. If you are interested in only selecting 3 variables, you can do that. If you are interested in selecting certain observation based on conditions, you can do that. You can add footnotes and you can add titles. You can do so many things. You can format your values here, and so I will go one by one. First of all, I wanted to explain you about selecting variables. So you can see that your print here, all the variables are included. So if you are interested in selecting only, suppose if you are interested in selecting only these 3 variables, for that you have to use var statement. So I am using var statement. You have to specify all the variables name, age, and sex, and then just complete this statement. When you will run this program, you will get only 3 variables here actually in your report. So, and if you are not interested in keeping this observation information in your report, you have to use an additional option here, that is no observation. So that you can select, and what it will do, that it will remove the observation information from your report. So this is how you can do that. And suppose if you are interested in you know using your name as a basically headers for each observation. So for that you have to use basically ID statement. So I'm using ID and name, and still I'm interested in using the var statement. So I'm using name, age, and sex, and then completing this program. So when I will run this program, what it will do, that you can see uh, this instead of observation, this ID information is coming here. So this is sometime you have to use these kind of options and statements to complete your report. So this is how you can control your reports and select specific variables, and you can change it based on your requirement. And the third one I wanted to explain, selecting observation. So selecting observation can be done in with so many ways. First of all, I will show you using the few options. So for example, proc print data is equal to SAS help. I'm selecting another data set, and when I will run that, you can see another report will be generated here. And this is a very large data set, so number of records are so much here. So for that, if you are interested in suppose printing the first 10 observations, so for that you have to write here another options, observation, and you can write 10. So what it will it will, what it will does, it will print only the first 10 observation here. So if you are interested in selecting observations from not 10, you have a range of that. So for that you have to write the first observation. So first observation, I am interested in 10, and I'm interested in printing another 10. So from 10 to 20 it will print, the 10 observation, but starting from the 10. So this is how starting observation 10 and ending at a 20. So this is how you can print, a specific observation, giving these options here actually. And there are other options you can use, for example, a where statement. So going to print using a specific condition, using a where statement. So for example, proc print data. Again, I'm using the same data set, SAS help dot cars, and I'm writing a where statement here. So I'm interested in, you know, uh, getting only the cars which MSRP is greater than 100,000. So I'm writing a where condition where MSRP MSRP is greater than 100,000, and then I completed this program. So you can see that it will generate a report where MSRP is greater than 100,000. You can see only the cars informations where MSRP is greater than 100,000. So this is how you can specify a specific observation based on the condition, and you can write another conditions. For example, I'm interested in where make I'm interested in only printing where make is odd, so that is where make is equal to odd. So it will generate another report where make is only odd. So you can see that this is how you can control your specific records while you are making a print actually and making a reports. So and sorting the data, the fourth point I wanted to explain you can generate a report in a particular sorting order, but for that you have to sort your data. So you have to use proc sort procedure, specify your data set. I'm using a SAS help and again cars, and I'm because I cannot sort an existing data set because this data set is in permanent library, so I have to specify a temporary data sets to out this data set, and then I am writing completing this program. So when I will run this program, this data set also I have to specify a by variable, like how I wanted to sort, what will be my sorting order. So by I'm interested in sorting based on the make and based on the MSRP. So two variables name actually I'm including here for sorting. So when you will run this program, what will happen, your data will be sorted based on make and based on MSRP. So this is how you can do that. So MSRP, you can see this is in ascending order. So this is ascending is by default, and if you are interested in descending, you have to write descending here actually, so that you can do your you know sorting based on the descending, but just leave it as ascending order for easy understanding. And then if after that you can print your data. So I'm proc print data, and because this data is cars temp, that is temporarily actually generated, and then you can complete this program. So when you complete this program, what will happen, a new report will be generated where data is actually ordered in a particular order, make based on the make and based on MSRP. So but if you are interested in categorizing your reports in a particular format. For example, I wanted to split my report based on make because I was sorted based on make. So for that you can specify by statement here, and when you write this by statement here, what will happen, it will split your report based on the by variable. So for example, you can see here, so this is based on make, this is based on make Audi, this is based on Acura. So this is how it does. And you can see that MSRP is again is in a particular ascending order, because it's a by variable and your data set is ordered based on MSRP. So that is one thing you have to remember. And this is you can basically change your reports based on your need. And fifth point I wanted to tell about the column total. So suppose if you are interested that how much is the MSRP in each make category, so how you can do that? So for that you have to write a sum statement. So I'm writing sum, and you can write make here, oh no sorry, MSRP. So it will generate a total of MSRP and based on make category. So you can see, I will show you here in a second that this is a total you can easily get. So this is how you can find a column totals while you are generating a report here using Proc Print. And the sixth point is using specifying your titles and footnotes. So you can give some titles and footnotes here as well. For example, I am writing a title here, about now printing of car data, right? So your title should always be hard coded and within the quotation mark. So this is title 1, and then title 2, you can also write car data new list. So this is, I'm giving two titles. Actually up to maximum you can give basically 10 titles, and also giving footnote printing the car data XYZE, just for explaining the things. And I'm giving the footnote 2 here, also printing AB data ABCD. Okay, so what will happen when you run this program? These title and footnotes will appear in your you can see that printing a car data here is coming, and at the end you can see uh, you know a footnote will also become with your. So I'm just specifying here a condition to make it look better for it's, because it's not very easy to look. So I am again running this program, and you can see a smaller report will become. For example, you have a title here, one title, two title, we have a uh, footnote here, and we have another footnote here, and we have a total of these MSRP. So this is how you can control basically your report based on your requirement, and you can change it, because titles is a global statement. Whenever you are using print, you can always select it, and it will work for each um, you know uh, report. And that's way how you can control it. So assigning descriptive labels, so that is also a very important thing I wanted to tell you. So for example, this is the model is written here, but I want more description about this model, this variable. So I can change that one. So for that you can write here, you know basically label. You have to change the label, and you have to use option label here before changing that label. And you have to write make what I wanted intend, yeah, model. So I wanted to change model, so sorry, model, and is equal to, I wanted to models of new cars. I'm going to change this variable's name here. So what you have to do, that you have to use a label option here, and you have to use a label statement here. So and you specify the name of that label here, whatever description you wanted in your print. So when you run this print, you will see the model will change to this information like models of new cars. So this is how you can change the description of a label and in your basically reports. And if you need to format something, for example, here numbers are in with dollar and all these things, but if you are interested just a plain number, you don't want to actually with dollar sign and this in this format. So what you can do that for, you have to write a format statement and you have to write msrp name of your variable and just write like 6.2. You don't want any kind of format. So when you will run this program, your data will change. Actually, you can see now you can see only the numbers. So this is how basically you can control your report using Proc Print, and it's a very powerful procedure in SAS programming. And hope you will like this video. Thank you very much for watching.